Have you ever stopped to think about how something as simple as drinking water can be a game changer, literally, for your health? For years, we've been bombarded with rules and myths about hydration that, while well-intentioned, often lead us in the wrong direction. Do you really know what it takes to keep your kidneys healthy? Or are you just following what people say without questioning it? This introduction will show you why proper hydration is more than just a habit. It could be the key to preventing serious issues and ensuring your kidneys work like clockwork, without you having to think twice. When dehydration becomes a constant, the effects on the body are devastating. But the solution isn't as obvious as it seems. You might be overdoing it, or worse, blindly trusting tips that, deep down, don't make sense. The problem is that few people talk about this clearly and directly, and that's where the danger lies. If you're ready to learn how to take care of your kidneys in an intelligent and practical way, and you don't want to fall into common traps, keep reading. The knowledge you'll gain here could be the difference between a healthy life and avoidable complications. Water misconceptions. It's curious how one of the most widespread beliefs about health involves the amount of water we should drink daily. We've always heard that we need 8 glasses a day, but this statement isn't as accurate as it seems. The truth is that hydration depends on several factors, such as the amount of water-rich foods we consume and the intake of other beverages. Imagine someone who eats a diet rich in fruits like watermelon or oranges and drinks natural juices throughout the day. This person clearly doesn't need to strictly follow the 8-glass rule. After all, the body is smart and gives clear signals when it needs more or less fluids. On the other hand, this fixed idea that everyone must drink exactly 8 glasses of water can lead to exaggerated or inappropriate behaviors. Each individual has unique needs, depending on factors like climate, physical activity, and even kidney function. For example, someone living in a hot region and exercising regularly will undoubtedly need more water to keep their kidneys healthy. On the other hand, someone who spends most of the day in an air-conditioned environment may not need that much. The key is to listen to your body and understand that hydration goes far beyond a fixed number of glasses. Moreover, it's important to remember that overdoing water intake can also cause problems. Hydration is a matter of balance. So, it's not just the quantity that matters, but also the quality of hydration. Paying attention to the body's signals, such as the color of your urine and the feeling of thirst, can be more effective than blindly following generalized rules. This care is especially vital for those looking to keep their kidneys in perfect working order, avoiding both dehydration and overload. Now, it's interesting to understand how excessive water intake can also be harmful, leading to serious health conditions, which brings us to the next point. Overhydration risks. Water is essential for life, but like anything in excess, it can become a serious problem. Many people believe that the more water they drink, the healthier they will be. However, the reality is that drinking too much water, especially more than a liter per hour, can put unnecessary pressure on the kidneys. Imagine the kidneys as filters. They can process a certain amount of water at a time. When overloaded, they may fail to maintain the necessary balance of electrolytes in the body, leading to dangerous conditions like water intoxication, also known as hyponatremia. This condition, hyponatremia, occurs when sodium levels in the blood drop dangerously low due to dilution caused by excess water. Symptoms can start with headaches, nausea, and confusion, but if not treated quickly, they can escalate into something much more serious, like brain swelling, seizures, and even death. The irony is that, in trying to be healthy, a person can end up seriously harming their health, including that of their kidneys, which are vital organs in maintaining the body's water and electrolyte balance. Therefore, the lesson here is that balance is key. It's not just about drinking water, but understanding your body's needs and respecting its limits. A good example of how to apply this in daily life is to monitor water intake in different situations, such as on extremely hot days or during intense physical activities. Instead of forcing the intake of large amounts of water at once, it's wiser to drink small amounts throughout the day, always listening to the body's signals. Now that we understand the dangers of excess, it's also important to be aware of the damage that lack of water can cause to the kidneys, which brings us to the next topic. Kidney damage from dehydration. Dehydration is one of the biggest enemies of kidney health, and its effects can be devastating. When the body doesn't get enough water, it begins to retain fluids, concentrating the urine and increasing the likelihood of kidney stone formation. This is just the beginning of the problems, as prolonged dehydration can lead to kidney damage, resulting in acute kidney injuries. Imagine the effect of an engine running without enough oil. That's exactly what happens to the kidneys without enough water to process and eliminate waste. Additionally, inadequate hydration can trigger urinary tract infections, which can spread to the kidneys if not treated quickly. This is a serious issue, especially for people who already have some degree of kidney dysfunction. Under these conditions, a simple infection can evolve into a critical situation, causing permanent kidney damage. Thus, maintaining adequate hydration is vital to avoid these complications and ensure that the kidneys continue to perform their crucial role in filtering and eliminating toxins from the body. To avoid these problems, it's essential to adopt practices that ensure regular and effective hydration. Drinking water throughout the day, rather than large amounts all at once, is a strategy that helps maintain stable hydration levels. Additionally, consuming water-rich foods like fruits and vegetables can be an effective way to supplement fluid intake. Now that we understand the importance of keeping the kidneys hydrated, it's time to talk about the role of electrolytes in this process and how they can either help or harm, depending on the context. Electrolyte balance. Electrolytes play a crucial role in maintaining the body's water balance, and this balance is especially important for kidney health. Elements like sodium, potassium, and calcium are essential for regulating the amount of water inside and outside cells, ensuring that the body functions properly. However, excessive electrolyte consumption, especially through sports drinks, can overload the kidneys, particularly for those who already have pre-existing kidney conditions. Imagine someone who consumes these drinks regularly without really needing them. Instead of helping, they could be harming their kidneys. Athletes and those who engage in intense exercise often turn to electrolyte-rich drinks to replace what they lose through sweat. However, it's important to remember that most people don't need this extra replenishment in everyday situations. Consuming these products unnecessarily can cause an unnecessary buildup of sodium and other electrolytes in the body, forcing the kidneys to work harder to maintain balance. For those with compromised kidney health, this overload can lead to additional complications, such as hypertension and worsening kidney function. A more balanced approach would be to opt for rehydration with pure water and ensure a balanced diet that includes naturally electrolyte-rich foods like bananas, spinach, and oranges. This natural method of maintaining electrolyte balance is less aggressive on the kidneys and still provides the necessary nutrients for the body. By understanding the vital role of electrolytes and how to keep them in balance, we can move on to debunk some popular hydration myths, such as the idea that coffee and alcohol dehydrate, which brings us to the next point. Myths debunked. When it comes to hydration, many myths arise that end up confusing people. One of the most common is the idea that we need to drink 8 glasses of water a day to stay healthy. In fact, as we've explored, the ideal amount of water varies from person to person, depending on factors like diet, physical activity, and climate. Additionally, we often ignore that foods and other beverages also contribute to our hydration. Another popular myth is that drinks like coffee and alcohol dehydrate the body. While coffee and alcohol have a mild diuretic effect, when consumed in moderation, they can indeed contribute to overall hydration. Many still believe that by consuming a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, they are automatically eliminating more water than they are ingesting, but this isn't necessarily true. The body is capable of adapting and balancing the amount of fluids, and these beverages can be part of a balanced diet without harming kidney health, as long as they are consumed in moderation. The real danger lies in excessive consumption, both of water and other beverages, without considering the overall impact on the body. Understanding these nuances is important for making more informed decisions about your own health. Instead of clinging to rigid rules and outdated myths, it's wiser to observe how your own body reacts to what you consume and adjust your habits accordingly. This way, not only do we maintain hydration, but we also keep kidney health in good condition. With this in mind, it's essential to explore the best hydration practices, focusing on simple and effective strategies that can be incorporated into daily life to maintain the ideal balance. Best hydration practices. Staying hydrated is an art that goes beyond simply drinking water when you feel thirsty. One of the best practices is to distribute water intake throughout the day, rather than consuming large amounts all at once. This helps the kidneys process fluids more efficiently, avoiding overload. Drinking water in small sips throughout the day, especially before, during, and after physical activities, is a strategy that ensures continuous and effective hydration. A simple yet powerful trick is to always carry a water bottle, making the act of drinking water almost automatic. Another valuable tip is to observe the color of your urine as an indicator of hydration. Clear urine usually signals good hydration, while darker colors may indicate the need for more fluids. This simple practice can be easily incorporated into daily life, helping to monitor and adjust water intake as needed. Additionally, it's important to remember that hydration doesn't just come from plain water. Water-rich foods like watermelon, cucumber, and oranges are also important allies in keeping kidney health in balance. Understanding these principles and applying them in everyday life can make a significant difference in overall health, especially kidney health. By adopting these hydration practices, not only does one improve kidney function, but also promotes general well-being, preventing problems that can arise from inadequate hydration. Now that we understand how to maintain hydration in an ideal way, we can explore the importance of continuously educating ourselves about healthy practices and how this can be fundamental to a long and healthy life. Now that you know the truth about hydration and kidney health, the question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Will you continue to follow outdated myths and tips, or will you start listening to what your body really needs? The decision is yours, but remember that your kidneys don't have a reset button. They depend on your daily choices to function well, and you have the chance to make a difference in your health. So, how about starting to pay more attention to the quantity and quality of the water you consume? Small changes in your daily routine can bring great benefits in the long run. And speaking of change, what other areas of your life are in need of a fresh perspective? Perhaps this is the moment to rethink your habits and adopt a more conscious and healthy approach. If you want to continue learning about how to better care for your body and health, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Here, you will find valuable tips that can transform your life, one step at a time. So, are you ready for this journey of transformation? Let's go together.